very hard. Last night we knocked out tremendous amounts of missile-making facilities. As you probably read or wrote, we knocked out. Excuse me?
Pardon me for interrupting. The U.S. will be gone or done with the war?
I think we 2 or 3 weeks.
Not 3 weeks. If it is
we'll leave because there's no reason for us to do this. Look, problem with the strait, a guy can take a mine, drop it in the water, and say, "Oh, it's unsafe." It's not like you're taking out an army or you're taking out a country or they can drop it. Or you can take a machine gun from the shore and shoot a few bullets at a ship. Or maybe an over-the-shoulder missile, small missiles. That's not for us. That'll be for France. That'll be for whoever's using the strait. But I think when we leave, probably that's all cleared up. Today I heard tremendous numbers of ships were sailing through. We're negotiating with them right now. They've been, again, we have had regime change. Now, regime change was not one of the things I had as a goal. I had one goal. They will have no nuclear weapon. And that goal has been attained. They will not have nuclear weapons. But we're finishing the job. And I think within maybe 2 weeks, maybe a couple of days longer to do the job. But we want to knock out every single thing they have. Now, it's possible that we'll make a deal before that because we'll hit bridges. And we've hit some. We'll hit some bridges. We've got a couple of nice bridges in mind. But if they come to the table, that'll be good. But it doesn't matter whether they come or not. We've set them back. It'll take 15 to 20 years for them to rebuild what we've done to them. They have no Navy. They have no military.
Relying on 401k plans. Those DB plans, teachers, firefighters, police officers, a lot of state workers have access to those defined benefit plans. Most of us in the private sector have defined contribution. And what the rulemaking is meant to do is to level the playing field and be able to offer these asset classes to both as long as you have a sound process.
Yeah, so today we're rolling out AI agents for investing. And so this is the easiest, safest way to put AI agents to work directly in your portfolio. And the way it works is pretty simple. In the public app, there's like a tab in the app called Agents. From there, you chat with an AI, and you can set up agents that monitor markets, manage cash, and even execute trades. So for example, I have a bunch of agents now running, one that checks the oil prices every morning and automatically implements protective put options as a hedge if they spike. I have another one that takes cash from my bank account, puts it into my bond portfolio to make sure that I'm always yielding the most. I even have one that scans for covered call opportunities every day across my portfolio and alerts me if there's like a low risk way that I can make $5,000 this week. And so there are thousands of use cases already. And we think this really changes how people think about and manage their portfolios.
I think it's...
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And you know I come back with that video just to make you think. And make sure you go join the Patrons. We're getting event after event. This is unbelievable. Stay up to date with all the NWO events. And what I posted in the Patreon, that's going to hit your pockets. And you're not even going to know. You cannot make this stuff up. And then also, if you're not a part of the Patrons, make sure you're hitting the Cash App. Also, go like and follow the TikTok. More videos to come. And we have Trump saying that these drums are beaten or about to end. But remember, guys, they've already done the damage. Same way when we look at Venezuela. Same way when we look at Cuba. And now Iran. They've already done the damage. The energy supply chain will never be the same. Also, we have fertilizer and metals. And this is all about being in a fragmented world. They breaking up everything so they can bring in this fourth industrial revolution. And these drums are beaten are going to simmer down just for a little bit. And then we're going to be headed into Armageddon, where you have the two superpowers, China and the U.S., go at it. And we see China circling Taiwan. And Trump says he'll stop the drums are beaten even if the Strait of Hormuz is not open. And again, he's already done the damage. And remember, this is a plan that moves in phases. We're just moving through the actual simulation. Now we know everything's going to be tokenized and put on blockchain. And now our money is tokenized. And we know that is definitely the beast system. But these cryptos are for the machines. These AI agents are going to be making payments, trading, doing all the work for you. And we know the American people have already been set up for this because they're so lazy. Critical thinkers are going to thrive in this fourth industrial revolution. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And if the United States leaves with the Strait of Hormuz closed, again, it's just order out of chaos. And we have Trump speaking of the ballroom where he has a bunker being built under it. And remember, guys, he'll be long gone before this ballroom and bunker is built. But we have the judge temporarily halts construction. But again, it's just the Hegelian dialectic. It's all theater, and we're the audience. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Because he knows, when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. You have a wonderful day.
Last 24 hours saw the lowest number of enemy missiles and drones fired by Iran. They will go underground, but we will find them. President Trump will make a deal he is willing. And the terms of the deal are known to them. If Iran is not willing, then the United States War Department will continue with even more intensity.
And it's the war in Iran. President Trump lashing out at allies this morning, urging them to buy U.S. jet fuel or fight for yourselves in the Strait of Hormuz.
I'm definitely cynical myself over that report. I mean, the fact that the Hormuz Strait could potentially remain closed is obviously a massive caveat. That's very much where the economic pain for the global economy is being felt. And, this is about incentives. If the US steps away, what is the incentive for Iran to then reopen the Straits of Hormuz? Brent's up around 50% from pre-conflict levels. So therefore, at that point, why would they reopen it? And if that's the case, then crude will need to retain a geopolitical risk premium. And plus, this is just second-hand reports from the US. We still don't know what the US administration is saying, and more importantly, what they're actually going to do.
He's so wrong. This is being financed privately. It's a donation that's being given by companies, very rich people, so that for 150 years they've wanted a ballroom here. We're going to have the finest ballroom, I believe, anywhere in the world.
We're going to have tremendous workforce availability. We're also going to have robots helping us. We're going to have a lot of robots helping us because we need it. And because we're going to town, we're building a lot between the AI and the auto plants. So we're going to need robots. We're going to have robots, but that's going to help us.
Robots hold steady hands in the operating room, and drones are redefining the future of war. Innovations of first-generation humanoids, factory automation, and autonomous vehicles have surged from private sector investment. Every one of these advancements is powered by AI. The robots are here. Our future is no longer science fiction.
Maybe crypto is actually built for the machines and we didn't even know it. And AI can easily handle private keys and easily understands transaction hashes and how all this stuff works. It is money that is built for computers, even before the computers to intelligently handle it were built. So I find that interesting. And, perhaps those of us who were involved in crypto pre-AI were kind of just getting the ground ready for the AI systems to have a fully developed financial system handed to them, for better or worse.
This could be perhaps the greatest revolution in financial technology since the birth of the internet itself. Many Americans are unaware that behind the scenes, the technical backbone of the financial system is decades out of date, many, many years out of date. You know that. Paul and others are straightening it out, but payments and money transfers are costly and take days or even weeks to clear. Under this bill, the entire ancient system will be eligible for a 21st century upgrade using the state-of-the-art crypto technology.
And as President Trump has directed, we are going to keep the U.S. the dominant reserve currency in the world, and we will use stablecoins to do that.
I think stablecoins could reinforce dollar supremacy, because with stablecoins could end up being one of the largest buyers of U.S. treasuries or T-bills. Mm-hmm. So all of a sudden, if you are using a stable coin in Nigeria that's backed by the US dollar, you don't actually have to have dollars. It's on your phone. You can transact.
We are going big on digital assets. So Trump administration has made digital assets a priority. I've seen estimates that just over the short term, stablecoins could create $2 trillion of demand for U.S. Treasuries and Treasury bills. To put that in context, the number is probably about $300 billion right now.
We will take a close look at regulatory impediments to blockchain, stablecoins, and new payment systems.
The Department of Commerce is going to start issuing its statistics on the blockchain because you are the crypto president, and we are going to put out GDP on the blockchain so people can use the blockchain for data distribution, and then we're going to make that available to the entire government so all of you can do it. We're just ironing out all the details so we can do it.
Together, these world-leading technology giants are announcing the formation of Stargate. So put that name down in your books, because I think you can reduce the cost of virtually all goods and services. It'll make the United States a manufacturing superpower and the world capital of artificial intelligence and crypto. But with today's announcement, we take a major step to bring healthcare into the digital age. Instead of filling out the same tedious paperwork at every medical appointment, patients will simply be able to grant their doctors access to their records at the push of a button. Just a button and you're all set, and all the information the doctor needs will be immediately transmitted.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
If we could tokenize all our ETFs, all $5.3 trillion of our ETFs, and provide that in a digital wallet, you could seamlessly, without fees, going from a digital currency or a stable coin or whatever that may be in your digital wallet and buy bond or stocks. And I believe that is going to be the future.
I believe we're going to be in the cutting edge of tokenizing bonds and stocks. It's coming. And we have the technology now. The fact that we are now moving forward in tokenization, every bond and stock, is crazy. Yeah. We should be moving towards that frontier. Obviously, there's winners and losers and all that, but we need to be prepared for the tokenization. And it would democratize more finance if we tokenized bonds and stocks.
Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, They're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.